Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to put in some of these Lowe's landscape lights. I've got an array of lights I was able to manage to get on sale for $19.99 a piece. These are the Harbor Freight LED specials. In an effort to light up this gravel little walkway path between the grass and the patio here, I'm going to be running with 12-2 wire, and I got one of the well lights installed already. It's looking pretty good. Running off this Volt transformer that I was able to pick up off of Amazon. I'll throw an affiliate link down below where you can get this. It seems to be the best 12-volt transformers you can get for landscape lighting. So it's got a 15-volt out, 12-volt out, and then your common grounds. It's really nice. You can throw more voltage for a longer run. So I have this on right now as I'm kind of planning out my wiring here, but I'm going to go down the line and put these lights in every one of these posts on the outside to illuminate out here so I don't create a tripping hazard out here. So let's get going. I got the first one set in here. They just push in to the ground and they use these little twist lock connectors, which I've been using these for about 6 years now. They used to be called Portfolio brand, now they're Hampton Bay, but these are pretty good. These spiky pieces, they do penetrate the wire pretty well, but if you're running old wire or these got corroded in any way, you have to kind of loosen them up and move them around a little bit to get them to make a connection. So let's see what this one looks like. So I'm gonna use these little path, I guess floor path lights, whatever you call them. These things are about 6 inches that they gotta go in. My gravel is only about 3 inches deep. So I'm gonna cut the fabric around, get these set. I'll show you how these kind of go in. Cutting this out with a kitchen knife because it's something straight without serration. And I don't have any utility knives, but a utility knife would probably work better. But I get that cut in a circle, and then we will get this dirt dug out of here. Okay, we got some progress here. Got some of these lights installed, some of the wires buried. These little floor lights are really cool. So we're getting down the line here, and I wanted to show the proper connection method for this 12 volt lighting. See a lot of people use those, which is just a standard wire nut. And these will do okay. You'll probably get about a year out of these before you start getting problems. But the problem is, inside they corrode, right? Because it's in the elements. And 2, there's no water protection. So what you want to run with are these. These are waterproof wire nuts. And really, it's the same thing as those, except, look here, there's silicone inside of them. So when you put the wire nut on top of the wire and give it a good tightness, it squishes the silicone out, prevents water from getting inside, and also prevents corrosion. So this is what you want to do when you're burying the 12 volt wire into the ground. Hey guys, so here it is nighttime. I finished up the few lights that I put in. Just want to show you this timer before I show you the grand reveal here. You can kind of see it's pretty cool. It shows it's on the dusk till dawn setting, which is nice, and then you can just toggle it on and off here, which is really cool instead of messing with the photocell. So I really like that feature about the volt timer. Here's the grand reveal. It's lighting up the second floor, which is awesome. But here we go. Here's all the hard work from this morning paying off here. Got the sprinklers running, and you can see, let me actually get a little bit farther back. There we are. So now you can see I still need to complete these last 2 columns over here, but see how much darker my whole yard was out here. I had to put the big lights on all the time to see anything out here. Now, it's not only lighting up the bottom area, but it's also kind of casting a nice underglow onto the soffit and fascia when you bring those lighting, when you bring the lighting outward a little bit to hit the soffit and fascia. That was sort of my plan in doing this. Let's get closer and take a look at it. So you can see here, the light, the way the grates are set up on these floor lights, I run them horizontally, so when I'm approaching the light, which is usually this direction back and forth, they're not really shining in your face until you get on top of them like that. So the linear grates matter in how you kind of align these things. So you want to make it to where it's almost like going to block your path of view. And these little downlights, I'll put links to Lowe's in the description below of these specific lights. I can't say enough about how nice they are. Very good quality, all metal construction. The well lights are very well made. And I think it just came out really good. So yeah, guys, thumbs up if you like this kind of content. I think that seeing some landscape lighting projects from someone that's actually buying the stuff instead of the big box stores video on them, I think goes miles. So I think it just Really cleans up the whole patio back here. So now you can see I have this dark cave back here where I need to keep going. I need to put in another well light here and another well light between these columns. So what you want to do, I have mine spaced, the whole length of the house back here is 70 feet. So I have these, I'd say they're probably every 13, 14 feet, the well lights. So that's a good spacing on them. And the column lights the same. But back here is just really where it goes dim. And I also have a nice up spotlight on this oak tree, which I like that effect. You put the spotlight at the bed and then point it upward, and it kind of uplights the tree. I'll show you my sycamore. So here we got the sprinklers going here, but you can see when you look up at the sycamore against that black sky, it really kind of just brings more light kind of upward, which also, you know, all the refraction off the leaves shine back down. It lights up the area real nicely down below. So the uplighting on the trees definitely helps. And here again in the front of the house, same thing, got the Portfolio brand or the Hunter Bay brand or whatever that brand is now. I'll put it linked down below. Wall wash light, kind of literally wall washes the light, washes the wall with light here. And then I have the path lights kind of interspersed in with the wall wash lights. And then when I was building the house, I put on these gable lights everywhere. These are Philips Hue lights that I can change the color of as I desire, which is really cool. So I think these came out pretty good, and it kind of looks nice against the nice grass. I got one of the solar lights here on this sycamore from Lowe's, and it does a pretty good job. It stays lit for about 4 hours because I didn't run a cable through my grass out to here. But again, the uplights on the sycamore trees really do, especially you can see how black it is out here. It really does add that nice kind of layered effect for the exterior lighting. I do have lights on my columns that are not working, so I have to figure out what's going on with those tomorrow. But really this video is about landscape lights. So there's not a lot of low voltage light videos on YouTube that are decent. So I want to kind of show, you know, how many lights do you need? Where do you put them on the landscaping to get the best effect? This is hopefully inspire you guys, because I think I've done a lot of lighting jobs out here on this particular property before I built the addition, and I can never really get it right. So finally kind of taking all my trial and error, put it on the next application, and then showing YouTube, get those views. Got to light this sycamore up next, but yeah, front yard came out pretty good. Still have to do the planters down there. It's the same landscaping here down there. So here's one final shot of what we were putting in today. Just love it. Absolutely love it. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll get you in the next video. Later.